President Biden's announcement of a student debt relief plan has left many wondering about the impact of the cancellation of loans will have on our economy. WWA's Celeste Smith joins us now live in the studio with more. Celeste, what are economists saying?
Jeff, I spoke with Muhsin Gatabi, regional economist and associate professor of economics at UNCW. He says at this time, it is hard to predict if President Biden's federal student loan forgiveness debt cancellation will be a benefit or a disadvantage to the country's economy. Economists from the Penn-Wharton budget model estimate forgiving federal college student loan debt will cost between $300 billion and $980 billion over the next 10-year budget window. Muhsin Gatabi, regional economist and associate professor of economics at UNCW, says it is not known at this time if it will help or hurt the economy.
From a macroeconomic standpoint, I still think it's a really negligible part of the overall economic pie. And I don't believe that we will see any immediate effects that are directly due to this forgiveness.
Gatabi says it is hard to predict how borrowers benefiting from Biden's student loan forgiveness plan will spend money they will no longer have to dedicate to loan repayment.
There's been some concern that maybe the additional money that people will have will potentially put upward pressure on inflation, because people are just going to go out and spend this money that they're now receiving. And then, of course, there is the question, which is, well, now the government essentially has more debt, right? And so because it's accepting the debt that these individuals had, will it have to raise taxes? And, on whom will they impose those taxes?
He says the U.S. has entered the beginning stages of a recession, but it is not known how that, paired with inflation and interest rates, will impact the country's economic standing going forward.
To me, the student loan forgiveness as a share of GDP is fairly small. So I don't think that it tips the balance in terms of, does it accelerate the recession or does it slow down the recession? I think that really the effects are going to be felt by households that are benefiting from it.
So far, the Biden administration hasn't released information regarding the steps borrowers need to take in order to have their federal student loans forgiven.